Hi, you guys. Hopefully, you can hear me. Okay, I'm not sure because my volume is not moving. Let me see. But if you can't hear me, if anyone's in the comments, can you let me know if you can hear? Can you hear me, Kaboom? Okay. If anyone's here, can you let me know if you can hear me? Let me see. Oh, okay. Thanks. Okay, so yesterday, what was it yesterday or the day before? I was minding my business on Instagram. And so I see this post by Candice Owens, and she's going, "Oh my goodness," she's saying that I came to her house and, you know, tried to scare her in some way. And so, and I was speaking of Patrisse Cullors of Black Lives Matter. I don't understand. This is what has been bothering me, not bothering me, but having me wondering or thinking about, like, why is all of this falling on just this one person? I thought it was three women who actually started Black Lives, and so it makes you a little concerned, right? You want to believe what she's saying, but at the same time, why is it all of this all falling down on her, right? Um, Now, this $6 million house that they're referring to, all the stories that are out here today, because everyone's on this story right now after the New York Magazine posted. Um, they actually caught her, I guess, giving false information. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel like a lot of stuff she's saying is like to tell people to kiss off. I don't feel like she's telling things the way they really are. That's just my opinion, and everything over here is my opinion. That doesn't mean that it's a fact. This is just how I'm seeing the situation play out, just based on all the stories that are out here about them buying all this property. Um, Now their one house, the $6 million house in California, it was supposed to be for like a headquarters for Black Lives Matter, for the arts, and I guess for them to host events to raise money or whatever. Not that they need to raise any more money. Um, and so instead of them holding Black Lives Matter events, I think that she held one for President Biden when he was elected, and then she allowed her son to host his birthday party there. And then the other members of our management, or whatever you choose to call it, are saying that they told her she had to pay a rental fee for the house. Um, it sounds like she said she was going to pay it or something. I don't know if she's paid it already. I don't know. Um, but Patrisse sounds like she's not going to live by anybody's rules. That's what I get from her. You guys can tell me what you think about her and what you're gathering from this situation. I just feel like she's that person that's not going to live by anybody's rules. The money is there. She may need to help her family. Maybe that's how she feels, and that's why she's using the money. I don't know. I think I said this already before. If we really think about it, they never told us that they were some grassroots organization and that they were going to do things, community based things for the community. I think people assumed a lot. why they were collecting this money, I don't know. Because if you know that you're not doing certain things, you don't need X amount of money. Why take the money? Right? And put yourself in this position. And as African American women in this country, you know that people are going to be watching you and watching what you're doing. It don't matter how nice they smiled in your face while they were writing you that check. People are going to watch you to see what you're doing at this point, whether you're calling yourself a charity or not, because um, other people have come out from other organizations saying that they had asked them for money, and they never got the money. And I think one of the people, who was it, Trayvon Martin's father or someone, because that was the thing that was disgusting to me, is that these people built these organizations off the back of people who were murdered. We're going to call that what that is. And so you're using these people's name for empathy and sympathy. People are giving you this money, and then you would tell this man, who is the father of this young man who was murdered, that you just don't answer him. Like, it's that part for me. I think I said that before in the video. Now, I'm not trying to get my video taken down, so I'm not going to say too much about them. It is what it is. They have made it clear that they never told anyone that they were going to do grassroots work. They were never going to help, people in need or anything like that. They never said that. Their whole focus was to put marches together and march when things happen, go out and anybody can do that, and it doesn't require money. If your heart is really moved by seeing some of these things that happen, you just gonna get up there and go out there anyway. You don't need anyone to pay you to do that, right? You're gonna go out there because that could be your son, that could be your daughter, your mother, your father. And so I don't know. I don't get it, but it is what it is. But the whole story that got very kind of funny. Candice Owens is saying that she's working on a documentary, and in this documentary, clear as daylight. In the documentary, I guess she is trying to get to the bottom of what happened to this $90 million. Now, a lot of this has to do with politics as well, and I said that before. You have Black people on both sides of politics in this country as well. So you have these conservatives who feel away and they see a situation like this. It's much easier for a Candice Owens to run out here and do all of this than somebody that's not Black, right? So here she come with her crew. Let me play it for you guys, and then I'll come back. I'll play Candice first, even though I probably should play Patrisse first. But I'm going to play Candice first because I just want you guys to hear what happened from her point of view.
Okay, so this is insane. In real time right now, I am watching Patrisse Cullors do a live claiming that I went to her property and demanded to speak to her. And I only way I can describe it is she sounds like she's really scared. We're working on a documentary talking about all of the funding pertaining to Black Lives Matter. Obviously, we know that Patrisse and a lot of the founders purchased $1 million homes in white neighborhoods. They also purchased a Black Lives Matter property. So we went to the property and asked if there was anyone that we could speak to, very politely, by the way. We've got cameras in tow, so there's no way she can, it's all on camera. And we just said, is there anyone we can speak to? Nobody asked us to leave. The person went inside. It was just a white man that we saw outside that was providing security, which is super interesting because obviously Patrisse here is anti-police, and so she's, oh my God, I think she's crying on this live, pretending that she was harassed. Like I said very politely to the guy, is there anyone we can speak to? My name's Candice Owens. We never went over the gate. It was just me ringing the doorbell, trying to speak to someone. He said absolutely nothing. He started just recording us, and we said, okay, if there's no one we can speak to, we're gonna leave. Patrisse is pretending to be scared because she knows that this Black Lives Matter lie is falling apart, and she doesn't know what to do. I mean, people are aware of the scam that is Black Lives Matter. She's intentionally limited the comments, so you can't even comment on this post, because I was going to comment and be like, this is a complete lie, and we have it all on camera in terms of what happened. So what you are seeing right now is the face of a woman who is pretending she's afraid of right-wing pundits, when in reality she's being exposed as a fraud who took millions, used the faces of Black people, took millions of dollars to fund herself, to fund her lifestyle, to fund her girlfriend, and to buy $1 million mansions in neighborhoods where no Black people live. So Patrisse, this footage that this story that we're covering is a significant one. I have always been interested in the fraud that is Black Lives Matter, your fake tears, your crocodile tears about someone politely ringing your gate and speaking to your white security guard and asking if there was anyone that I could talk to because I was covering the story. Not really going to cut it, Patrisse. This is only going to commit me further to discovering the truth about what you have done with this funding. Black people died. You used their faces to raise money. You demanded that the policing be stopped. You demanded that police officers be defunded, but you've got a private security detail outside of $1 million homes. It just doesn't work this way, sweetheart. So the truth shall set you free, or Candice Owens shall set you free, girl, because I'm about to tell the truth. All right, we're still filming. Bye.
So yeah, that's Candice, and now some people are saying that is kind of dangerous for her to go to her door like that. Um, and regardless of the race of the security, you should be careful doing stuff like that because you never know how people will respond. But she was there with a camera crew, so I don't know. I think, um, yeah, she was definitely trying to create a moment for her documentary, and I guess she got one. You know, that's kind of what I got from Candace. Um, how do you guys feel about this documentary? Because obviously, it's going to be biased. Definitely from her angle. Um, because I feel like there's probably a better way to contact them to get just their side of things. To sit down and talk to them, with an appointment, not you just showing up at the lady's door. Now, to my understanding, she was at this $6 million house. I could be wrong. Now, you guys understand, she bought like what, some property. I was speaking of Patrisse Cullors, for herself and her family, right? And to my understanding, in Canada as well, because that's where her wife is from. So there's several properties here, several properties are in Canada. But I think she was at this Black Lives Matter house, and this house is supposed to be there for business reasons, right? I think in this post on her Instagram, she's saying that she went to this house because she felt scared to stay on her property since all these stories came out. But that house was out there too, right? Wasn't this one of the houses that they focused on? I don't know, but she was saying that's why she went to the house because um, see, and it's kind of putting people under the impression because I'm also under the impression that it's Patrisse's house. She's calling it the Black Lives Matter house, but it's really her house, right? You're hosting your son's birthday party there. I don't know. It comes off a way, and then she was staying there because she didn't want to stay in the other properties that was featured in all these media stories, out of fear, um, which is understandable at the same time. I'm gonna let you guys listen to what Patrisse had to say.
Hey folks, I'm just waiting for folks to come on. Hey everyone. Hey, hey everyone. It's been a while that I've been on here. Actually, I've been taking a break. Hey everybody. Hey, hey. It's good to see some of the team. Hey folks, welcome, welcome. Whew. I just want to say that I want to thank everybody. Thank you so much. Good morning. I love y'all. It's been a hard few weeks. I first want to say I want to thank everybody for the folks who've just been in my corner and have been so good to me for so many years. I want to just say that the last 9 years in our movement has been hard and challenging and amazing and brilliant. And I'm specifically going through like a deep accountability process with the people I love and trust me. And the right-wing media and right-wing pundits are creating have created an incredibly dangerous environment for me. This morning, I woke up to Candice Owens being outside of my house with a news crew. She was demanding that I come outside. And when I looked at the video recording of what she was asking about, she was actually asking about the Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation property. And for some reason, seems like she thought my house was that. It's unacceptable and it's dangerous that anybody, any stranger, come outside of my house, but it's really unacceptable and dangerous when Candice Owens, another Black woman who is actually working as a part of a right-wing agenda, comes outside of my house with cameras. As you all know, I've experienced, and many of us have experienced, death threats. Many of us have children. Many of us are super vulnerable. And the fact that she's came outside my house and demanded things, harassed me, is unacceptable. It is unacceptable. And I'm going to keep doing the work I need to do to make sure that I'm in right relationship with my community, but I'm not going to let the right wing and right-wing pundits and media try to drive me against my community and have the community driven against me. I'm begging and pleading with all of you all to pay attention to what's happening to me and to many other people, many other leaders inside of this movement. Pay attention to what's happening, because what happened to me today has the potential to open up the floodgates of many other right-wing people that may next time be bearing arms, that may next time be more violent. This is unacceptable. Black people should be able to fight for our rights, for our right to live without being harassed, without being, without fearing for our lives, without having people, strangers, show up to our private and personal property. I'm still in shock. Thank God I called, obviously, my team. Thank God for community, for Black community, for Black movement community here in Los Angeles. I just really, really, like, y'all, I really need my family to be safe. I need to be safe. I need my child to be safe. And this, what happened this morning is not safety. It's not what I deserve. It's not what any of us deserve. So just be diligent when you see shit in the media and you see shit that's being talked about. Please be diligent, because they are purposefully doing this. They are purposefully building a wedge between Black people, because they know that when we are together, we're stronger, and they've seen what we've done this last decade. They've seen what we've done. And so they're literally trying to destroy us. They're trying to destroy me. They're trying to destroy the movement. And I just need us to be stronger. I need us to be more diligent. I need us to be more present. I need us to be clearer. I need us to be accountable. I love y'all so much. Pray for me, pray for my family, and pray and check on Black organizers. Because this backlash that we're seeing, the backlash is real, and it's impacting our personal and everyday lives. So I love y'all a lot. Um, I'm going to keep doing my work to be accountable and be in right relationship to the people I love and trust and that love and trust me. And I'll show up like I always do, messy and working hard and trying hard and with love and with joy. Um, and I'm going to love y'all. That's all I can do. I'm going to love y'all. So please enjoy your Saturday. I'm going to try to get back on track with mine. And please take care of each other. I love y'all.
So yeah, I don't know. How do you guys feel about Candace going to her house? Yeah, I don't think that's a good idea because anything could happen. Like I said, and it may not even, maybe Patrice is not even involved. It could be the security, right? Or whomever else is at her house or well, whomever's house that she decides to go to. Um, I don't know. I don't know how to feel about this documentary as well, because obviously she's not going to get their side of it. She's going to just talk about it based on how um, she wants to present it. I'm speaking of Candice Owens. It's this whole thing kind of reminds me of when you see black politicians, they get elected and everybody's happy that they're elected, and then somewhere down the line they get caught up and it's happened a few times. I don't want to throw anybody's names out there, but you guys probably know if you follow politics and stuff, and if you're African American across the country, these things have come up several times over the years. um, and I feel like I feel like black people should expect these things, right? You should expect that more eyes are on you and more eyes are on you more often than they are on other people. And so you can't do what you see other people doing, right? Um, and that's just kind of how I feel about that Black Lives Matter thing in a way, even though they're not politicians, even though they are connected to the Democratic Party. And it's clear that maybe some of this funding is coming from that direction as well. Um, you have to be careful doing stuff when people can question your integrity, and especially when you're a minority. And I just believe that. Like I said, we've seen this happen over and over and over again. People taking money, people taking bribes, and then they end up getting caught and going to prison and stuff. So you have to be very careful when you just get, you see a way where you can just do stuff and you probably shouldn't do it, right? I don't have an issue with them spending the money. It was pretty clear, like I said, and I'll say it again, they were not a grassroots organization. They were never set up or wanting to design themselves to be a community-based organization where they were going to do things for people. I think people assume that. Um, I don't really have an issue with them spending the money, but there are things that they can do as well. Obviously, there are organizations that they could be helping, which they keep saying that that's what they're doing. They're helping smaller organizations to help them do the things that they need to do, right? And I think there's an application process that you have to go through on their website. I don't know if it's still available, because I think the last thing I heard, they were at $60 million, right? Because they gave $30 million to all these different organizations. I don't know. I don't know what's true, what's not. I know that one of the papers that I was reading, they're saying that they are under investigation. Um, and you hate to see these things happen because they can be avoided, right? Um, And why would she think, or any of them, why would they think they could take any amount of this money and do anything personal with it and no one was going to question that, right? Even the people that gave them the donations more than likely when they file their taxes, they're going to say that they gave these donations. You guys get what I'm saying? So all of this stuff was going to come up and come out at some point through an audit or something, you know. And depending on who and where people stand in their politics and the media, they're going to do their investigations and do what they want to do with the story, like Candice is doing. And she has a right to make this documentary. The story is out there, and she's not the one putting it out there. The media and mainstream media is putting it out here, so she has a right to cover it. Um, yeah, I don't think she should be going to people's doors, though. That's just my opinion. You guys can let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. Like I said, they are saying that they are under investigation over taxes or something that they didn't file or they filed late. Um, I'm trying to read the story. Sorry. But yeah, and then the $6 million house, they're saying that she stated, I guess, before that they're not using the house for personal use. And then she came back and said she did use the house for personal use. So people are feeling like they really can't trust Patrisse. Um, like I said, I don't know where these other women are and why all of this is falling on her anyway. The only thing I can take from it is that she has a I don't give a F attitude. And then she kind of comes out and do all this stuff that she's doing, right, to kind of to mask it. Because why are you the only person that's keep having these issues, right? Your integrity keeps coming into question over all of this and this property and all this stuff. I don't know. I can't really say. Let me know what you guys think about this situation in the comments about Black Lives Matter. This is not a new conversation. It's been out here, but Candice Owens is creating a documentary around them receiving the 90 million, I guess, went back in 2019, 18, or somewhere in there. And so she went to her door. I don't think she should do that. Personally, I would be scared to go to somebody's door like that. I think that she could reach out to them and ask to speak to them and get their side of things. I think that's just being fair. But I don't think Candace really wants to cover this from that angle because, obviously they're on the right, she's on the left, or whatever, however. So I don't know. It's unfortunate to see this happening. It just makes you shake your head at the end of the day on both sides. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, however. And I will see you guys in the next video.